This is Keep the Faith Ministry News. I'm Hal Mayer. If you sent some messages that were for the recipient's eyes only, or perhaps you have something on your browser's history that shouldn't be there, things just got more complicated. Too bad. Great Britain has just passed new legislation that expands government's power to snoop on your devices to unprecedented levels. A new law called the Investigative Powers Bill takes the place of the regulation of Investigatory Powers Act. The new law, dubbed Snooper's Charter, permits British spy agencies to use tools to spy and hack by security services unmatched by any other country in Western Europe or even the United States. And it passed through Parliament with only token resistance. Public apathy and disorganized opposition allowed the government to pass the legislation without making one concession to the privacy lobby. Edward Snowden tweeted, "The UK just legalized the most extreme surveillance in the history of Western democracy. It goes further than many autocracies." Snowden in 2013 revealed the scale of mass surveillance or bulk data collection by the U.S. National Security Agency and the UK's GCHQ, which work in tandem. The legislation allows a variety of electronic spying techniques, including access to phone records and collection of electronic data. The Snooper's Charter requires internet, phone, and communications app companies to store records for 12 months and allow authorities or law enforcement officials to access them on demand. Home Secretary Theresa May, now Prime Minister, introduced the legislation in November of 2015. It has been working its way through Parliament over the last year. It includes several changes to existing legislation so that authorities can access the usage history of the public's internet and social media, including apps like Snapchat and WhatsApp. Companies will be legally required to assist the government to see who you've contacted and websites you've visited in the last 12 months, including internet search history, calls made, or messages sent. People who aren't quite ready to give up their online privacy can potentially get around the bill by using virtual private network software, through which you can scramble your usage data and protect it from your internet provider, who is required to collaborate with the government. Fears of Islamist attacks have greatly reduced opposition by privacy groups to increased surveillance. Germany has also recently passed legislation giving its intelligence services more surveillance. And while the U.S. recently passed legislation modestly curtailing bulk phone data collection, the election of Donald Trump to become U.S. president is potentially a major setback for privacy advocates. Jim Killock, the executive director of Open Rights Group, said, "The UK now has a surveillance law that is more suited to a dictatorship than a democracy. The state has unprecedented powers to monitor and analyze UK citizens' communications, regardless of whether we are suspected of any criminal activity." Welcome to the world of surveillance. In order for the New World Order to gain control and implement its aims, there must be control of citizens' private communications. The merchants of the earth, businesses including internet companies, are colluding with the kings of the earth, or governments, to establish the infrastructure to control the destiny of the human race. God has His own purposes in permitting this intrusion. Who hath taken this counsel against Tyre, the crowning city, whose merchants are princes, whose traffickers are the honorable of the earth? The Lord of hosts has purposed it, to stain the pride of all glory, and to bring into contempt all the honorable of the earth. Isaiah 23, verse 8 and 9. This is Keep the Faith Ministry News. Thank you for watching.